Welcome to our gathering again today, and we're grateful that you're able to join us here. And we're really blessed that we have the NET team with us, and they're going to be just sharing some of their own relationship with God and the strength that they find. Now Maria will share with us as well, and we can appreciate that her sharing, even though she's young in years, she has great experience and spirit to spirit in her. We now listen to our Maria.
So I was born and raised Catholic. I've been Catholic my whole life, as well as the rest of my family. And growing up, we went to Mass all together. We prayed sometimes occasionally, but my faith was never really my own. I was lost, I was confused. I didn't know how to have a personal relationship with God. I had never felt God speaking to me in the way that I had heard so many stories about. I had never really felt like He was listening to me when I was praying. And so my faith life growing up was kind of me just going through the motions and go to Mass on Sundays, and I honestly thought that would be enough to get me to heaven at some points. And this went on for years until in grade 11 I got the opportunity to go to the Philippines on a mission trip with my school. So I was looking forward to this trip for a really long time. I worked all summer before so I could go, and so we went, my classmates and my teachers and I, and we spent most of our time in the slums, so in the poorest areas of the city, where we met all the people there. There was entire families living in these kind of old rusted shacks, and there was wires kind of crisscrossing all across the streets and like dangling down into the roads, and there was garbage littered everywhere, no clean food or water, and little food. Or little pay even for the people that could find work. And this was their lifestyle, this was how they lived. And going there was a bit of a shock to me, and it seemed like the most desolate place in the world. It didn't really seem like a place where you would find God, which was where I was very surprised to find that God was everywhere there. The more time I spent there, the more I saw how vibrant and how alive the Catholic faith was in the Philippines, especially in these areas. And at one point, this lady, and we were walking through the street, and this lady pulled me aside, and she looked at me in the eye, and she said that they may not have very many things, like materialistically, they don't have a lot, but they had their faith, and they had their family, and that was all that they needed. And I realized that I wanted that. I wanted that joy that they showed. I wanted that light of the Catholic faith that was so alive in their hearts, and I wanted that for myself. And so coming back from those 11 days in the Philippines, I had that desire in my heart to seek out that joy for myself and to find it. And it took me some time. And even today, it's still really hard to say yes to God every day and to really live out my faith as my own. But I have the example of those people there and the joy that they had even though they had nothing, and that support that they had within each other. And it's, yeah, even sometimes today it's still really hard. Like, the Catholic faith is a long war with many battles to fight and a lot of crosses that we need to carry, but we need to learn to say yes to Him every day, which is, I still find it hard sometimes to say yes, but Jesus didn't promise that it would be easy, but He did promise that it would be worth it.
Thank you, Maria, for sharing, and we appreciate your openness and your generosity in coming and working with us and praying with us.